chose to talk about this book because I love the book The Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society, which Annie Barrows co-wrote with Marianne Schaefer in 2008. Like everyone I know who has read the Guernsey Potato Peel Pie book, as it is often called, I was excited when I saw that Barrows had been published again, and I couldn't wait to read her second novel. I'm happy to say that while it is very different from the first book, it is a completely new story. It did not disappoint. Barrows tells her story through the viewpoints of several characters, which is a writing technique I personally quite enjoy reading. It includes history, romance, mystery, and humor. The story takes place in West Virginia in 1938. One storyline follows the viewpoint of Layla Beck, a privileged daughter of a U.S. senator who was sent by her father to work for the Federal Writers Project when she refused to marry the rich and influential, yet boring and older man that her father wanted her to marry. The story is also told from the viewpoint of 12-year-old Willa Romaine, who lives in the house where Layla is a boarder, and by Layla's Aunt Jody, a single spinster who has turned her family's home into a boarding house and is raising her brother's children. They all tell a different version of the same story, giving the reader the chance to piece together various mysteries. The author eventually ties up all the loose ends and, as the title suggests, offers a version of the truth, and similarly, a version of the history of this small town in West Virginia. The book is The Truth According to Us by Annie Barrows. It is available in audiobook and ebook through Overdrive. It's in the library. You can pick it up in the regular print, in large print, and also on a book on CD.
I'd like to introduce you to an author called Katie Rues, and the book that I read from her is Shattered Duty. It's one that we have in print at the Belleville Public Library, and it centers around military suspense and romance. This is the third book in her series, in the Deadly Ops series. And a little bit about the book. Special Agent Lazario has experienced personal tragedy in his life and is struggling with keeping his goal of vengeance and his responsibilities of his mission on track in this fast-paced thriller packed with unrelenting action. This one is in print format, although there's other formats in ebook and audio on Hoopla, as well as this particular one has been in print since July. There's several read-alike authors that I would compare it with. Catherine Mann, who does quite a few series, her Dark Ops, her Elite Force and Special Operations series, and Suzanne Brockman, who does a Troubleshooter series, Cindy Gerard is the Black Ops and One-Eyed Jacks, and Maya Banks in the KGI series, or Laura Lee in the Elite Ops. So there's several different ones that I would compare it with. There's also a new title that's coming out in November as an ebook called Edge of Danger, which is the next one in the series. And this is available through Belleville Library and Overdrive. Now, I'd also recommend reading the first title in the series called Targeted, but all these individual books can be read as standalone titles as well.
The book that I would like to recommend is Sheryl Sandberg's Lean In, Women, Work, and the Will to Lead. I found this book informative, insightful, and empowering, and I would recommend it to anyone just starting out in a new career or who would like to reach their full professional potential. Sheryl Sandberg is Chief Operating Officer at Facebook and previously worked as Vice President of Global Online Sales and Operations for Google and as Chief of Staff for U.S. Secretary of the Treasury Larry Summers. Sandberg's book examines how women's role in leadership in the workplace has stalled and the root causes behind this. It also encourages women to sit at the table, seek challenges, and take risks to pursue their goals. Sandberg uses personal anecdotes, hard data, and compelling research to create a book that is insightful as well as empowering. She provides practical advice for negotiation techniques, mentorship, and building a successful career. Lean In is available from the library in print, Overdrive ebook, and audiobook on CD.